Hi, Sarah. My name's Daphne, and it's my pleasure to have a look at your essay for you. Congratulations, by the way, on your IELTS scores, which look amazing. And I know your exam is very soon, so let me see if I can just offer you some guidance on your Task 2 essays. Okay, so this is a really interesting topic, and this is talking about international marketing, which you absolutely understand. And so the task achievement, I'm happy that you're answering the question and you're understanding it. This bit in yellow here, I'm not sure this is relevant, and so I just want to come down to that bit in a minute. But let's go through it, okay? So it's fairly common, yeah, to see foreign advertisements. Now, you can't to air on television, so that's sort of duplicating. You either have to say on air or on television. It's basically the same thing. Yeah, so on air or on television in various countries across the world. Yes, I mean, we want to go wider than television because it's advertising on billboards and that sort of thing as well, isn't it? Cinemas, it's everything. So I would go with on air. I think that's more sophisticated in most countries across the world. Although this, you don't need a comma there. Yeah, although this provides an insight into, regarding different international products, some might argue that it violates a nation's privacy. I think you need to put in something else there and not be so quite so general. So a nation's privacy. In this essay, capital I will discuss both these issues and present my own opinions on the matter. Yes, my own opinions using using examples from Japan and USA, for example, Japan and India. So it's very important that this is a bit of an empty sentence. This isn't really giving me any interesting information. But if you tell me using examples from somewhere, immediately it makes it a better quality sentence. So regarding privacy, it's important for international companies to attract their viewers in order to sell their merchandise. Absolutely right. This is possible through a variety of business strategies. So various business strategies, okay, or a variety of business strategies. Consultancies, you would have to go. Oh, consultations. Or hang on a minute, doesn't like that. That's the one. Consultations or surveys conducted in the country of interest in order to recognise their preferences. Yes, that's fine. I'm not so sure about your example because this slightly goes off onto a different subject, which is the danger of like hacking, which you do talk about, there. I think you need to keep this a little bit tighter onto the question, which is advertising. And I think you need to talk about the problem that this can invade local traditions. So the example that I quote, which I think is quite a good one, is how easy it is for us to, or the dominance of companies like Apple and Nike and Zara, and how we all might want to wear Zara clothes rather than wearing clothes that are traditionally worn in our country. So you could say, this is true in India, for example, in India, international companies such as Zara have changed the popularity or changed the trend in terms of wearing Western dress to weddings rather than traditional dress, something like that. Or talk about the dominance of Starbucks, so that there's Starbucks everywhere, and so now we don't go to local coffee shops. That is, for me, a safer example than to talk about hacking, which I think is a little bit off the question. Really important to keep this coming back to here. Spreading ideas. So Zara are spreading the ideas of a Western dress, yeah, which does invade the local culture. Keep coming back to the question. Keep checking if your ideas are relevant. Second paragraph I really like. On the other hand, others are of the belief that, very good, this might provide this. Let's say what we mean. Yeah, advertising, marketing, the spread of ideas might provide a perfect opportunity to understand the goings on, the latest trends in certain parts of the world. Yeah, love that. Nice contrasting introduction. For instance, yes, so now you're giving me this lovely example about Japan, which is perfect. Yes, and they're advertising it in their native tongue, and we don't mind. I don't understand any of it, but it doesn't matter. I know what they're doing to wear for certain events, giving us a wonderful insight into their cultural norm as well as their language. Absolutely. Similarly, some promote tourism by educating us, or educating other nations, or other people, other populations, other citizens about various historical sites across the world. Yes, visit Malaysia, whatever. This not only widens the scope of knowledge, but creates awareness. So this is a lovely, lovely paragraph. This one, as an example, I would say, be careful of privacy. Maybe that's the word that's getting us off in the wrong direction. Because if violates privacy, okay, but keep on this idea of it being intrusive. So regarding intrusion, maybe, rather than piracy, if you go into intrusion, you can take the Starbucks example, which I think is a good one, into that paragraph. Okay, to summarise, or in conclusion, although foreign investments might pose a threat to security, yes, maybe we could say to the cultural security of a country's identity. Let's keep this on track. I believe it has a tremendous positive impact on a nation, or can have. Yeah, so be careful here. I would urge you to think about academic hedging, which is when you stand back. So rather than making a general statement like that, so it could have. Yeah, so you're standing back, you're not giving me a strong opinion, which I can't prove, and provides an exceptional. So it could have, and then you want to have the infinitive there, and provide an exceptional source of education among people, and should be adopted. Yes, this is nice. Should is good. Be adopted with open-mindedness, as its contribution plays an important role in the progression of international awareness. Amazing conclusion. Super good. You've got lots of lovely stuff here, Sarah. So my only point is just make sure you stick on the topic, okay? 25% of the marks are you answering the question? Are you understanding the question? That's a lot. Your coherence is very good. So coherence and cohesion, I can follow it really nicely. Careful here. Don't have on the other hand when you haven't had on the one hand. Yeah? You could have however, something like that. So you can do a contrasting connecting word, but it must connect, if you know what I mean. So if you give me on the other hand, it doesn't connect to what you've said before. So cohesion, anyway, basically looks really good. Your grammar looks nice. You're using some nice complex sentences, which is lovely, especially in this paragraph. Lovely long paragraph with really interesting sentences in here. And your grammar looks really good. Your vocabulary looks good too. Be careful if you think you're repeating words. Push yourself to try and find another word or another way around it so you're not repeating. I know you haven't got much time before the exam. On the website there is masses of free stuff, some model essays you can look at, also some really useful resources for the task 1 as well. So get into the website and really, really good luck for your exam. Thank you.